How do you rate your experience studying here in this student colleague?
4.5.
What's your last thought for everybody who's watching us?
Just be careful. Choose the right student college.
Please make sure that you start learning the 12th mathematics and then come and give the Aufnahme exam. So today I'm here in TUDIAS Student Colleague Institution here in Dresden, and a lot of you guys, if you are interested to start your bachelor's in Germany, if you've seen some videos floating on internet that you are supposed to give your student colleague, and before student colleague you're supposed to give your Aufnahmeprüfung exam, and even before that you're supposed to learn German language till B1, B2, C1 depending on which and where you're applying. Today we will be going really deep into this topic. I'm here with a couple of students. Let's just go to them and get to know what has been their journey like so far here in Germany. If you're a parent, please make sure that you watch this video till the end, because I will also be talking about financial planning, what has been their experience here so far, what are their pain points. So continue watching. So before I go ahead, why don't both of you give us like a quick 30-second introduction about yourself, and then we can go into the topic.
My name is Ibrahim. I came from the Emirates and I wish to study medicine.
It's been how long that you're here in Germany now?
1 year and a half.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Yasmin and I am from Uzbekistan. I want to study medicine in Germany because the quality of medical education in Germany is very high.
Did both of you learn German language before coming to Germany?
Yes, I've learned German language in Uzbekistan in Goethe Institute, and I have B2 Goethe certificate.
So she did B2 before coming here, Germany.
Yes.
Okay. What about you?
I have had here German courses in Dortmund as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you learned language here in Germany.
Germany.
What has been your experience studying student colleague here in TUDIAS?
I get many recommended here to study. My friends, they are in the second semester, so they recommend to me that I should study here because the teachers are qualified here. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Studying here is not easy, but I'm enjoying the process because I'm seeing the progress, and what's really important and why I appreciate my experience in TUDIAS is that I learned really right methods and skills, how to prepare myself for exams and tests. Yes.
Studying here in Dresden, how is Dresden as a city for you guys if you were to recommend this to people?
Beautiful city. I mean, there is many places that you can visit. It's beautiful, and the Neustadt, there is many restaurant, and yeah, that's all.
Do you find Dresden as a livable city?
Yes, I find Dresden as a livable city because it's not dangerous here, and there are many opportunities for many students, because the Dresden University is placed in Dresden, and also I would like to mention that public transport in Dresden works really good and properly.
Okay. When you study student colleague here in TUDIAS, do you also have a provision to get a student ID card with which you can travel around the city?
Yes, we have that kind of card. It gives us the opportunity to travel not only throughout the city, but throughout the Saxon.
Wow.
I visited Meissen. It's a really beautiful place. It reminds me about Dresden because it's also small and calm city. And also I visited Pirna.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Wow. Did you also travel with your student ticket?
Not yet. I mean, I'm in the first semester. Like 3 weeks, not enough to. But I wish to go to Leipzig with this ticket and experience more places in Dresden and Leipzig.
Right. Since both of you are studying M course student colleague, is it intense? Is it difficult to study?
Yes, it's difficult, but teachers are providing us with many information. You have to learn like every day. When you're learning every day, it will be not that hard, but if you will procrastinate and leave everything for the last day before the exam, of course it will be tough. So it's hard, but you can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Did both of you know that the final exam of student colleague, which is FSP here in TUDIAS, is accepted across Germany? Were you aware of this?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that I came.
You came here, okay.
And even Austria Austria. Or,
You mean you applied for Austria, or
No,
you?
but that's what I heard about it.
As a student right now living here in the city, what is your monthly cost of living overall?
In comparison to big cities, Dresden is not that expensive, but my classmates and we should have a blocked account before we come here. This money are enough if you will manage it for a month, and if you will, for example, live in a Studentenwohnheim, it will be enough. But if your parents will send you some extra money, they will not. It will be also helpful.
But in terms of number, if you were to tell me like, hey, this is what I'm spending, like 700 euros, I don't know, 800 euros, how much are you spending? Do you have any count on that?
Per month, I'm spending around 1,000 euro.
That includes accommodation, food, insurance,
Yes.
and miscellaneous costs.
Yes.
All right. Same with you?
Yeah, 600. Can I say
600 euros. That includes everything.
But not the cost of the Studienkolleg. That's
Of course. Yeah. That's it's not monthly, right? It has a price to that.
four times.
Okay.
In one semester. Okay, so.
I see. As she mentioned that she also traveled using the student ID, what other benefits do we have?
You could go to the men's and have this price to pay, and they have good food, and you could go to the bibliothèque to study. And you can, as a student in TUDIAS, applying for the Wohnheim for summer.
Right. Do you want to add anything?
Yes, I would like to add that when you are going to some museums or, for example, Semperoper in Dresden, they have really good sales for students. And also one important thing is that some apps, they're also lowering their costs for students.
Got it.
For example, Apple Music.
Internet, you could have less
Spotify.
Less costs, and yeah.
So today we're going to talk about Studienkolleg here in Germany. If you're somebody who is planning to come for bachelor's here, then this is a video for you. If you are a parent who's watching me, please make sure that you watch till the end. In this video, I have two students who have just come, like, kitne hafta? It's just been 1 week?
It's been 7 days.
7 days here in Germany. We are in Dresden right now. They both are here for their Studienkolleg from TUDIAS. Today we'll talk about their process of how they came, what steps they had to take, how much financially they were ready, what sort of challenges did they face, and what's life been like here looking at 7 days what they've spent. How about we start with both of your quick introduction and then we can go into the topic.
Hello everyone, my name is Hardik Sinha. I come from Lucknow, India. I'm here for my tea course in the TUDIAS Studienkolleg.
Hello everyone, my name is Hemant Singla and I am from Faridabad, India, currently pursuing tea course in Studienkolleg TUDIAS.
Quick question for you. A lot of people, when they think of going for Studienkolleg, they think of public Studienkolleg. Why did you go for private and why specifically only to TUDIAS?
Introduction of APS certificate disrupted the whole process, so that's why I chose TUDIAS Studienkolleg, because it was the only Studienkolleg which was offering Aufnahme test in India. And
okay, so they offered you Aufnahme, the entrance test of Studienkolleg, to be given in India only. Otherwise, normally people have to fly to Germany after their Zulassung, which is the invitation letter. They go to the embassy and then they come and give the exams, the entrance test. Yeah. Since he said that you guys gave the Aufnahme in India, what level of German was needed to give Aufnahme, and what is Aufnahme? Maybe people may not know about it.
So Aufnahme is a test that you have to give before you get into the Studienkolleg. It is the normal entrance test like we have in the schools in India, and the Aufnahmeprüfung level of TUDIAS Studienkolleg was B1 plus, and also maths up till 12th basic, 12th board level.
Right.
Yeah.
So Aufnahmeprüfung exam has two parts to it. They will check up German and then mathematics, right?
Yeah, sure.
And you both had the mathematics as in your 12th?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're somebody who's from biology and don't have mathematics, please make sure that you start learning the 12th mathematics and then come and give the Aufnahme exam. In terms of process, right? If you can tell us very quickly, if somebody wants to get started right now in the same process what you did, where should they start?
First of all, German language, it is the most important thing when you come into Germany, especially for bachelors. You should start your German language as soon as possible, and then after that you should start looking for the Studienkollegs, public and private ones. At our time, APS started rolling out the certificates, so we did not get the visa slot at the time. So we chose TUDIAS because it has a very close relationship with TU Dresden, and it was offering the Aufnahme exams in India. At a partner. It also offers it in Brazil and China. So, and then you should be ready with your B1 certificates, and when you get the admit letter from TUDIAS, you should start, applying for the universities to get the conditional letter. So conditional letter is a necessary thing if you want to get into any Studienkolleg in my state, that is Sachsen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe people may not know what is conditional letter, because what I understood from what you just said is you need B1 minimum, which is from Goethe, let's say, to apply and sit for the entrance exam, which is Aufnahmeprüfung, right?
Yeah, but
at the same time time conditional letter.
Yeah. No, conditional letter, we bought it after we got it after we cleared the examination of Namap.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
because we did not know that if you want to get into TUDIAS, you need a conditional letter also. After we got the admission, ma'am told us to get the conditional letter. So we applied to TU Freiburg and TU Chemnitz. I don't know why TU Freiburg rejected it. Maybe there was a lack of something in the application, but we got the conditional letter from TU Chemnitz.
I see. And
for
this is for what course?
This is Informatics Summer Semester 2023.
I see. So where did you get your conditional letter from?
Same, I also got from TU Chemnitz. TUDIAS had a requirement to get the final admission letter to provide a conditional letter from a university. Conditional letter basically says that where the student will be pursuing their bachelor's after student college.
Correct.
So it states that, and we have to provide that to our student college.
Correct. So just in conclusion, what we're talking essentially is have your B1 Goethe certificate, apply for conditional letter, get an admission letter for Studienkolleg from TUDIAS, and then go and apply for visa. If I have these three things, I will be able to come and come to Germany basically. A lot of times, if you go through some consultancy, be careful that consultancies are of course trying to promote Studienkollegs, which are private again, but their FSP is not accepted across Germany, right? If somebody is trying to sell you the idea of, hey, go through this particular Studienkolleg, it's a private one, they'll get your stuff done in 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, make sure that you're aware that the FSP, what you will receive after going through that Studienkolleg, is not just restricted in that particular state only. For example, we are in Sachsen right now, and Sachsen only has total of 20 universities across this particular state. Germany is of 16 states, so you won't be able to apply outside. Be careful when somebody is trying to pitch you this whole thing. What has been in terms of your admission process, right? Did you see any hiccup in the process?
So when you come to Germany for bachelor's, you should know that the process is very complicated and you should be up for it. So we were just going step by step. We gave the Aufnahme exam, we got the admission letter, and then we get to know about the conditional letter. We applied for the conditional letter, we got the conditional letter, then we applied for the visa. So it is a bit complicated, but in the end, everything's good here. So.
Correct. I just want to revisit the previous point of conditional letter. What sort of documents were needed to apply for a conditional letter?
Academic qualification, all certificate, our language certificate like Goethe or any other.
So 10th, 12th language certificate. What else?
And our passport copy.
SOP? No?
No, these are the main documents that universities require, but every university mentions all the documents which are required, and we have to post them to the...
Today we have to talk about TUDIAS Studienkolleg. So I was recently made aware that the FSP from here is accepted across Germany. There are a lot of private Studienkolleg which are being operated in different states of Germany, but the point with them, what I noticed for all these years was they are very restricted within the boundaries of that state where they are operating from. A lot of consultancies won't even tell you that the FSP at the end, what you are going to get, is not being accepted by every other university other than the Studienkolleg state where you're getting this from. So I have a friend called Melina. She's got her Studienkolleg done from TUDIAS very recently. Before we go into any of our discussion, why don't you give us like a 30-second introduction about who you are?
Hi, I'm Melina. I had my FSP around February. I'm Persian. I'm 21 years old. I'm really glad that I chose TUDIAS, and I'm really satisfied with grades that I got.
Before we get into that, what bachelor's are you interested in?
I actually want to study medicine.
Medicine, yeah?
Yes.
In our country where I come from, we call it MBBS. So medicine here is of 5.5 years or 6 years?
6 years.
6 years, yeah?
6 years.
What was your experience? How did you found out about this Studienkolleg?
The thing is, especially for medicine, it's really important to get the good grades, or else you won't be able to study it here. And the thing about TUDIAS is that I didn't want to be limited to study in Saxony. I wanted to be able to apply for wherever I wanted.
Correct.
And they gave me this option. So I chose TUDIAS. And the other thing is, I think most people face so many difficulties when they move to a new country, having to deal with everything, living alone and that. And TUDIAS was on our side. Like, it didn't feel like they're making it harder. With learning in a third language, for me, German was my third language. They helped us a lot because like they're really experienced. They've been working with international students for years. The teachers know exactly how to help us get along with everything really fast, and they've been super helpful.
Correct. In terms of your, if I was to take you back to Iran, you did your high school there.
Yeah.
How much did you score there?
1.0.
1.0, yeah? In your TUDIAS Studienkolleg, how much did you score?
1.1.
So that makes your average how much?
1.0.
Wow. Because to get into medical schools here, it's so competitive, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a cutthroat competition, right? And you did your M course Studienkolleg here.
Yeah, exactly.
What were the subjects in that?
Mathematics, biology, chemistry, informatics, physics.
Right. And this is for both the semesters?
Yeah, both semesters.
Right. When you entered the student colleague here, what was your German level?
I had B2 degree, yeah.
B2 already?
Yeah, certificate, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And then did you also have some German lessons while you were studying M course?
Yeah, of course.
But I believe like to get into medical schools, you need C1, I guess.
Yeah, we also had German courses. We also had to do German for FSP.
Right.
So by the end of FSP, now I have C1 certificate.
You have a C1?
Yeah.
From Goethe or Telk?
No, FSP. It includes, yeah.
That includes the...
Yeah.
So the language part also is included in the FSP. Right, right. So you don't need to separately go out and do your language of C1 from Telk or TESDAF or all of that.
No, and you can actually get here with B1.
Yeah.
But I had already B2. But the courses were still super helpful.
Right, right, right. Did you find it difficult when you were studying student colleague here?
Yeah, I mean, it's super hard to learn in another language. But as I mentioned before, the teachers know exactly like how to talk to us, how to explain things in a way that it doesn't feel like it's that difficult.
Right.
And most of the times we already know the stuff we are learning, but we just don't know it in German.
Correct.
So it was really good that they were experienced.
What are the universities now you're aiming to apply for medicine? Do you know already?
Yeah, well, Berlin is my first option. And then Hamburg, then Dresden.
Okay. So you already are in Dresden and you're also looking to get a medical school here in Dresden. Right, right, right. On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being bad, 5 being super good, how do you rate your experience studying here in this student colleague?
4.5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite high, huh?
Yeah.
Cool, cool. So, yeah, I mean, right. What's your last thought for everybody who's watching us?
Just be careful and choose the right student college, because you don't want to have to deal with the stress of worrying about what happens in the end. Like, what if I even get the good grades and I'm still not able to study what I aimed for?
Correct, correct, right. Cool. So, with this thought, I would leave you and be careful. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.